So you just kind of took to it right away. Did you start doing like actual boxing training at like a gym?
Never did boxing training. I just got down with people who box. And what he learned, I'm going to learn that too. When you throw a punch a certain way, I'm going to copy that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So you still to this day haven't really done a lot of boxing training?
Bro, still to this day, I have not trained in a gym for 3 months straight my whole life.
Oh, wow. That's crazy because there's got to be a lot of people who kind of have their eyes on you because now you have a certain amount of clout and stuff. Yeah. I would think that sort of boxing teams out there might be wanting to, you know, sign you, get involved.
Yeah. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they step up. Because I got it what's in me. Like you can't give it to somebody. It's world-class champion shit. You put me in the ring with me, somebody in this. You saying you this type of man? I'm telling you I'm this type of man. Somebody is finna leave not the person they said they was. Somebody finna leave different. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody might not sleep the same no more after this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure it ain't me. When I step in that ring, you might die in that. So you know what? Shit, I might kill in that ring. You know what I'm saying? We got waiver sign, we got everything. When we step in that ring, you in there with a spirit. Like you in there with a spirit, and it's gonna be yours versus mine. It's like I might get hit in my face, boom, but that might make me start swinging like crazy. Like either I'm gonna give up or I'm gonna give it everything I got.
But so when you said that you had a clip go viral of you like basically not looking good as a fighter, how old were you at that time?
I was at that time. That was about 2 years ago.
Oh, only
so
2 years.
At that time, I was about 27.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't fighting anything. I was just like.
But did that? Okay. So it didn't like you up that bad. Like how viral did it go? It was just on like a couple little Instagram pages and shit.
It went viral because at the time I had like 500 followers or something like that, and the post ended up doing like how many, like probably like 5 million views or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
And so would you say you were like a little embarrassed and that like really drove you to get better?
I wasn't embarrassed because I know I'll f somebody up, and then I know I'll f somebody up with that shit regardless. And then I also was willing to learn. Yeah. So I was like not embarrassed.
It just sounds so dangerous to be willing to like fight people on the street because obviously, you know, you get knocked out on the street, you might fall back, smack your head on the ground, crack your skull open. It's like, you know, so many bad scenarios that could come from that. Well, you ain't really had any bad injuries like that while fighting on the street?
Okay, so fighting on the street, I have never ever even been dropped. Well, I've been dropped one time. I've been dropped one time, which was like recently. I recently was dropped. I was dropped in prison, and only reason why I was like got dropped was because I had like my jaw was all swollen and shit. Like my jaw was all shit. No, it was like swollen because I had like an abscess. I was in prison. I had like an abscess right here, big ass face. I got in a fight with the shit and hit me, and it popped and shit like that. But yeah, so that was the only time I ever got dropped, like in my life, and that never ever have I got dropped. I mean, yeah, in fights, I've been in a ton of fights. I fought 5 people back to back when I was in prison. For no reason, low key, they said they just wanted to test my hands because I'm a non-affiliate.
Really? So you're fighting other non-affiliates, or you fighting
gang members?
Really?
I fought the homie from BPS. I fought the homie from Southside Compton Crip. I fought the homie from Harbor City Crip. I fought that was 3. I fought the homie from Brick Boy Crip, and then the fifth one. The fifth one, it was one more, and I can't even remember the nigga. But
it seems pretty unfair that you're like a non-affiliate. You got to fight 5 guys in a row. They don't even have beef with you. They just want to see if you're a good fighter.
I mean, yeah, they just wanted to. Well, what happened was, I'll tell you what happened. What happened was, I poked the dude from BPS, and that's what happened. So that started the whole shit. Okay. So they was like. And I was cool with all of them. These was like, I was cool with them too. They was cool with me, everything. I hang with them. But yeah, that happened because I was in jail. We was bored. We was actually in prison. So it ain't like in the county where they just tripping like that. This was in prison, but I was in the YLP dorm. I was playing dominoes. I got up to use the restroom. I came back. The dude from BPS was in my seat. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say his name, give him a shout out. You know, Jay Grimy was in my seat.
You poked him?
Yeah.
Like just gave him a little.
It's a dude named Jay Grimy. He was in my seat.
You gave him a little stab, like, yeah.
Nah. So the dude from Southside Compton, he tell him, nigga, He tell the homie Thugger, he tell the nigga, he said, you better not let Cuz take your seat. And then I said, I'm like looking at him, and then the nigga Jay Grimy like, blood, you better not touch me. And then so I poked him. I poked him just to like stand up for myself some type of way. And then after I poked him, I left though. Like I let him have a seat, but I still poked him. So I went to my rack. When I went back to my rack, they was like, hey, K-Mac, put your boots on. Like you got phase, bro. Put your boots on. So I put my boots on and shit. They like, Jay Grimy want to get down with you. So when I go in the restroom, it's not even Jay Grimy. I don't even see Jay Grimy. It's the homie A1. He get down with me. He take off on me. And it's funny because the homie ain't got no neck. If you know A1, you know that nigga ain't got no neck. So he take off on me. He's small though. So I'm just fighting him. I'm fighting him. I'm keeping him at bay easily. I ain't trying to do too much because I'm in prison. You can't even win as a non-affiliate. You can't just be beating niggas up because they'll be like, we gotta show that we in the gang, we more dominant. We can't let non-affiliates have any dominance. If it's like ants, you know how they say the ants with the crickets. If you let one do this, then they'll all get together and think this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So I didn't want to hurt him too much, but I kind of put tips on him. So his other homie was like, watch out, that's the homie. So the dude from Brick Boys, I got down with him. What's his name? His name like KB, little short dude with waves. I get down with him. He's small, so it's like I'm fighting him. I ain't trying to do too much, but he like putting emphasis like all this extra out shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever. Get down with him. After that, after I got down with him, I feel like I got down with the homie Thugger from Southside. This was like my bunkie. Like, this is my bunkie. I gotta get down with my bunkie, and he really me. He hitting, boom, boom, boom. He squabbled me. He got a squabble. He really know how to squabble. I get down with gang. After that, I can't remember who the fourth person was, but it was 5 of them. I can't remember who the fourth person was, but I fought him, and then lastly, I fought the dude Jay Grimy, and he just had like dumb hands. And it was like I was squabbling Jay Grimy, like he just had dumb hands, but we didn't get down that long.
But so how did you end up in prison in the first place?
So how I ended up in prison was I went down for when I was young, I went down for strong arm robberies. Like I went down for strong arm robberies. I was like a little menace as a youngster. Like I was a menace, and I wouldn't just say I was a menace. It was like more so like this was the only way I knew how to get money. Everybody I knew around me that knew how to get money, I'm like, how do we get money? Yeah. How you have money? How do I get money? Like, you got it. And they was like, nigga, I'll show you how to get money. Come on. And they like, this how we get money, K-Mac. And so I'm like, okay, this how I get money. That's all the I knew. Nobody never said, oh, I got a job. That's how I got it. Like, they didn't say that. They was like, that's how I got the money. So, you know, at the time, I had went down for this shit. I had went down for 8 robberies. Some of them in the same day at different time. Like, imagine like I got a case. I caught a case at 11 in the morning, and then I got another case at 3 in the evening. Different charges, same day.
Wow. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member for only $5 a month. It really helps support us, and it also gives you early access to all of our content. Let's go.